Okay, so for today's workout, guys, we've got 2 minutes of cardio of your choice up first. Remember, that can be anything you want. Be creative. It can be a singular movement or it can be multiple ones, as long as they're nice and straightforward and they're gonna get that body nice and warm to start things off. From there, the next 3 minutes, we're gonna be doing as many rounds as we can fit in. The first movement we're gonna do is an alternating scorpion tail. That'll be 10 reps of that one. We then move into baby makers, and that's also gonna be 10 reps. And then we have ski jumps, which we're gonna do 20 on, because it's a slightly faster, higher cycling movement. So looking at each of those guys, the alternating scorpion, I'm gonna find some space on the ground, arms out to the side and just slightly up. So I'm almost making like a bit of a Y shape with my body. From there, I'm gonna rotate over the top and then come back and then rotate over the top. You can see this hand is kind of changed position so I can push off and really open up across the chest. Just going back and forth across there for 10, so 5 on each side. We then move to the baby makers. So with this one, squat stance, grabbing onto the toes, and I'm gonna slowly move in and out, trying to keep my back as flat as I can. You'll generally find there might be a little bit of curving at the top end. That's okay, we can deal with that as long as you're trying to minimize it as much as possible. 10 reps of that, and then move into 20 ski jumps. So this one, invisible imaginary line next to your feet, and you're just going to jump back and forth over the top of that line until you hit 20. And remember, those 3 movements are on repeat for those remaining 3 minutes. So that is your warm-up. All right, we're having a look at the move workout now, guys. This one is on the longer side, so it's a little bit endurance-y. It's all body weight work. So what we're gonna see is a 20-minute AMRAP going back and forth between pressing movements and squats. So it'll start off with 20 push-ups. Those can be any of your normal, normal ones or scaled ones, that's totally fine. We then go to 20 air squats. We'll then move into 20 dips, which we'll do on a box, and we'll have a look at that in a moment. Another 20 squats, then we move to 20 pike shoulder taps, so working that kind of more like a handstand kind of range. 20 reps on that, and then finally another set of 20 air squats. Now that's a long sequence, but it is an AMRAP, so you will circle back around and continue to do that for those 20 minutes. So let's have a look at these movements, guys. We've got the push-ups first. Setting up, hands fairly narrow, so they're right underneath my shoulders, feet are together. Before I do anything, I'm gonna lock my body in, lock my trunk in, and from there I'm loading forward. Okay, I can also do knee push-ups. Okay, I can also do an incline style if I need to as well. So that's setting up maybe against a kitchen bench or edge of a couch if it's nice and solid. That sort of thing is cool. 20 of those, we then move into 20 air squats. So feet are shoulder width, toes slightly out. Squatting down nice and low. Keeping my posture tall. So I'm making sure that my hips go below the height of my knee. And I'm also making sure my heels stay on the ground. Once I've done 20 of them, I move to 20 dips. So I'm setting myself up on the edge of the box or bench or whatever you've got working with at home. From here, staying close to the box, lowering myself down, pressing up. So you notice as I do this, my shoulder is going to go either as deep as, or possibly, if I can, slightly deeper than the height of my elbow. Very similar to what we did with the squat with the knee and hip height. After the 20 of them, we have another 20 air squats, so they're the same as the last set. We then move into the pike shoulder tap, so setting ourselves up right up over the top here, back and forth, tapping the opposite shoulder. So it's really important that you prop yourself up as high as you can, mimic that handstand position. Each touch is a rep, so 20 of those. Another 20 air squats, and as I said, cycle on repeat for those 20 minutes. That is your move workout.